FXN Trading Group guys, welcome back. Let's do the Euros now. So we went ahead and we did the pound pairs. So let's just go ahead and get right into doing the Euro pairs. So let's just go ahead and start out with um, here, Euro USD, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. So this is the beginning of the week here, and as you can see, here is our Asian session here. And it's kind of almost like a dead giveaway here because I was messing with this earlier. But anyway, so you can see, guys, what the setup here is going to be. Essentially a type 1 setup moving down, and basically have a couple different areas where we could have gotten in at. But essentially, we had to move down, up, down, another move up again, and another move down, and then finally we made our move up again. So essentially, what happened here? So what happens is that uh, banks, market makers are trying to get contracts before they make their move, right? And so essentially, they keep going down to get people to sell, come up, go down again, get people to sell, and then come up. A lot of people that do trade, triple M, they would have gone in here and then, would have expected a big W from here. What happens is, though, that sometimes the banks, market makers, whoever, don't have enough contracts. Um, they didn't get enough contracts. They didn't get all the contracts that they wanted. So they go and they come down one more time. And this time they make it more convincing, right, by creating even a newer lower low, right? And then as soon as they get the contracts that they need, they pull out. Okay. This is all that they do, is that they hit it once, hit it twice, hit it a third time. Each time is a little bit lower. Because as you can imagine, if you have a sell stop here for breakout buyers, it's going to get hit. If you have one down here, it's going to get hit. And then, of course, if you are play it more safe and you're like, oh well, let's wait to the break of that. Well, guess what? They're going to hit it, and once they hit it, they're going to reverse on you. Okay, but anyways, pretty. I think this is pretty clear and simple type 1 setup where you have a W pattern forming, and this would have gotten you, a good 30 pips depending on where you got in. So it could have gotten you 30 pips or so. But yeah, so that would have been the best trade available for that day, Sunday, Monday. Let's go to this one here. So this one here, it looks like we're gonna have a setup during what time session? Looks like U.S. session, right? Because there was no kind of indication here, kind of setup that we're looking for, either type 1, 2, or 3, for to ride this down, right? There is nothing there to let us know what was going to happen there. Okay, so essentially we're taking whenever we don't get a setup during London, there's nothing here to trade for us, either a type 1, 2, or 3, right? Then essentially our best shot to get a trade in is going to be the reversal coming in US session, right? So that's exactly what you need to do. Is if you don't get a clear setup during London, you wait till US session, because then you'll have the reversal. You can trade off of that, whether it be the low of the day or the high of the day. Okay, and essentially this is what you would have gotten it. Okay, so there's your trade. There's your trade there. But you're just basically at that point trading a reversal, because there's no trade setups here, nothing here. It's just all down here, basically setting up for the low of the day and coming back up. All right. Next day here, obviously this is pretty simple. Uh, type 1 W formation there. Really good. Uh, nice little trade there. Could have gotten you 50 pips from the W once it passed catch up. Catch up. Okay. That would have been a nice little trade for you. The next day, what are we looking at here for the next day? Asian session. See all this movement here? Whenever you see this crap here, whenever you see this, just boom, straight, 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 just nothing. There's a bunch of nothing there, right? Whenever you see that, that's not a position that you want to trade. That's not an area where you want to trade, okay? Because it's just complete garbage, complete and utter garbage here, okay? So we don't trade that crap, all right? We wait and we wait, okay? If there's nothing set up here for us to trade, then we don't trade it. There's no reason for us to take a trade if it's not clearly the best possible setup. Okay, we're not in here to guess. We're not in here to do anything. Okay, we're in here to make a setup. Okay, unless you're seeing this like I'm seeing it like this. Unless you're seeing this, that's a setup. Okay, that would be a setup. But if you're not seeing that, then you have no setup. Okay. So this is a prime example of what I'm talking about, where this might look like complete garbage to you, and if it does, it does, right? To me, when you look at it, I see a W in here. And again, this is just goes into the fact of you when you do this over and over and over again, you just kind of learn, to see what you see, and you kind of just understand what it's doing. Okay. But unless you see that, I mean, it's not going to be tradable, right? The only part that is going to be tradable is going to be right here where you have a railroad track. Okay, that's the only part that's tradable, and of course that's U.S. session, and I mean you're only looking at getting possibly 30 pips out of it. 27 pips, if that, depending on. It's not even depending. It's just that's what you would have gotten. It's 30 pips. This, however, would have been a better trade setup though, if you were to see it. Which I don't know if you see it or not, but if you see this, right? If you see that, that would have been a better setup right there. Okay. So again, this is like stuff where you just got to train your eye on. But if you would have seen that, okay, you could have gotten easily 30 pips out of it, right? So depending on what you see is depending on the trade. Okay. But really, the trades that you want to take are the ones that are obvious. Okay. The ones that are obvious are the ones that you want to trade. So, like this one here, this should be pretty obvious. You know, this should be pretty obvious to you. All right, move this here so you can see, but that should be pretty obvious to you. I know that some of you may see this, right? Some of you may see that. Here's here's where the third part of this comes into play, where it's the pattern, the timing, and the cycle, right? So a lot of people would have seen that, would have seen the W here, right? And granted, you could have absolutely seen it. But here's the thing, right? How many days of rise do we have? How many days of rise do we have? You know, from the beginning of the week. We're already at Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we haven't had a reversal yet. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's Thursday going into Friday now. This is Friday here, and we haven't had a reversal yet. So that's something that you need to remember as well. But a lot of people definitely could have seen a W here. That's fine. If you would have taken it, obviously, you could have, you know, I don't know. That another thing is, where would you have gone in at? You know, because there's nothing here that would have told you to go in to go in on a W here. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right, but so anyways, so what I see is that, and I would have taken that one. Okay, so that would have been for Euro USD. So we're talking about one. This one potentially had, one here, two here, three trades all together, potentially. So that would have been four, five, six, and seven. So seven trades in a week on Euro USD. Okay, potentially up to, right? Up to.